Hello, everyone. This is Pastor Ken with Little Church Big Heart. This has been quite a week. Today's March 20th, 2020, and we're in the middle of all the latest events with the coronavirus. And I wanted to come to you this week with another encouragement for you small church pastors out there. I've been doing a lot of thinking on this and have been part of a lot of discussions because of restrictions. My own home state, where I live currently, is Wisconsin, and our governor just a few days ago issued an edict closing all gathering and meeting places, including churches. And so we have to get creative on how we're going to minister to our people. And one thing that this whole event has got me thinking about is what will we look like as a church, as churches, in a post-coronavirus world. Now, think about that for a minute. Have you ever gone through your church and seen all the things that you normally do on a week-by-week basis? All the things you see and your people see as being so essential and will fight over and will divide over. Is it possible that many of those things are going to be laid aside now? I've done this before. I've gone through with friends and said, okay, let's look at everything we do on a weekly basis. This is not in the New Testament. This is not in the New Testament. This is not in the New Testament. And if we were to get that precise, we would have to realize that a great many things that we see as being so important and so essential to church are not actually part of the New Testament and not actually essential, defining of true church and true assembly in the name of Christ. My hope that for our coming world, as things are changing with this virus, is that we will learn to strip away many of these things that we once fought so hard for. For example, how can you fight over music when you're in a situation where you're trying desperately to figure out music that you can use online, as I've been doing with my church because of licensing and copyright? How can you argue over carpet color when you can't even get together to see the carpet? How important are all of these things? Oh, well, what about Sunday school? Should it be divided among all the classes? Should we have this number? Should we have that number? Should we even have Sunday school when we're shut down and can't even use our building? And even the schools that meet Monday through Friday are shut down. So you see, I'm thinking that what's going to come out of this, my hopes of what are going to come out of this, though I may be wrong, I'm not a prophet and neither do I play one on the internet. My hope is that our churches will come out of this more united than ever, seeing how little was actually needed, because the one thing that is truly needed is Jesus Christ, and He's here with us. And another thing that is truly needed is the preaching, which we can do online, and prayer, which we can do in privacy and together online or on the phone. But one thing we're really going to miss is fellowship. Is it possible that for too long we've been laying aside the fellowship and the body and the true meaning of the church for the peripheral issues and for the things that were not nearly so important? And so will this help us to once again get the right priorities of laying aside all the petty little bickering and arguing over silly things and concentrate instead on loving one another, being there to hug one another when they need it, being there to give a hand to those who are struggling, much more than fighting over the littlest things that we have for so long divided over. I pray for unity to come out of your church in this. I pray for health and safety. I pray for you to be well. Once again, if you like these videos, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and also leave a comment down below on what changes you think this will produce in your church and in your community. Take care. God bless. May you have a good week with your family and with ministering to your church. However, you must do so now. If you haven't done so and you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to our channel and hitting the notification bell to be notified of future videos. You can also look us up on Facebook and at littlechurchbigheart.com. If there's any way we can encourage you, please leave a comment below.